Wednesday night hoop actions in Capital One Arena as the Wizards count down the days before the All-Star break, and this Wizards team was in the mood for victory tonight. All hands on deck, especially from the big man inside, but none more excited than us as viewers to see Washington get the dub. Jason Smith and Wes Hall here on Postgame Live. Chris, Christy, and Megan will be joining us momentarily. Jason, the door is open to you. First of all, you are our good luck charm, sir.
First of all, I told you they were going to get back on track at home against the Hornets. They're a struggling team in the Eastern Conference, but I think overall, this was a back-and-forth game in that first half.
Yeah.
Third quarter comes around, Porzingis saw something at halftime and said, you know what, I'm going to get a lot of three-point opportunities, and that he did. He got his opportunities, and he made the most of them. 36 points tonight, almost had a double-double, 1 rebound shy with 9 rebounds, but overall, he took over in that third quarter. The Wizards put them away then and there. That fourth quarter, they just kind of coasted to victory.
I was so happy to see the third quarter that we were asking for out of Porzingis. 18 points alone in the third quarter. We talk about leadership. We were talking about this during pregame. And we were like, what is it going to be like with Brad coming back? We didn't exactly know what his load management was going to be. But tonight, Porzingis let you know, inside, outside, doesn't matter. If he's on the court, he's letting it fly.
He saw something in the video at halftime. Either the coaches said something to him, but the defender was sitting off of him, giving him the opportunity to just go out there. And especially in the double drag action with Daniel Gafford. Gafford's the roll man. Porzingis pops. He's going to have a smaller guard defender, just like you saw right there, and he's knocking it down. He doesn't have any view obstruction. He's knocking it down with confidence. Doesn't matter if you have a contest, because as soon as he gets that one opportunity to fall, then the second one goes, and then it is just a snowball effect.
Rolling. See, Snowball, kid from Colorado. I knew you were going to bring that up. I knew you were going to do it. Well, you know what? I want to ask Wizards fans who they found to be the most impressive on the court tonight. You got 3 options. Is it Denny, is it Brad, or is it KP? Right now, NBCSportsWashington.com/vote, or use your phone, hit that QR code, like right there, and there you go. Sticks, before I even bring them in, what's your answer? Who do you think is the most impressive?
I actually liked Porzingis' performance tonight because he had 36 points, but I got to give credit. Turbo went out there and got the job done on the defensive end. He was getting out in transition.
Yes.
He was making his layups.
Yeah.
Had a nice little double-double tonight.
The 8th of the season, bold prediction later on. Let's bring in Chris and Christy and see how much fun they're having tonight after a big win. Guys, a great call, energetic as always. I've been working on my attitudinal fortitude over here for the end of postgame. Christy, by all means, your thoughts on the game tonight.
I love it. Attitudinal is the word of the day, right? I think it was from the beginning of this game, the approach on the defensive end, the will matched the skill. And it was there all game long. They were able to sustain it for 48 minutes. That's what we've been waiting to see. But I think it started on the defensive end, and then that gave energy for the offense to click on all cylinders. I mean, look at the assist numbers for Washington. They were phenomenal with 29 assists on 44 made shots. So that happens because of what you're doing on the defensive side. Don't get it twisted. You have to make the shots. I get that. But it starts with the energy that you give on the defensive side, and Washington came with that fire and passion and outscored Charlotte 27-15 in that third quarter. And Kristaps Porzingis, he was the ringleader during that stanza.
I mean, KP outscored the Hornets by himself in the third quarter. It was 18-15 Porzingis, which really tells you how he kind of really turned up there in that third quarter. And Washington needed that. You know, they have the type of players where they can take games over like that. You know, Beal can do it, KP. But I want to give Denny Avdia his flowers. I mean, to go for 20 and 13 on a night where, you know, he didn't have to go against one of the elite wing players in the league, but still, he did a really good job tonight. And Beal and DeLon Wright each having 10 assists, that might actually get lost in the sauce, guys. When your starting backcourt both get 10 dimes, you're doing something right tonight. And I thought the three-point shooting was really the difference. Washington had just 6 against the Cavaliers on Monday. They had 15 and shot 41% tonight from distance.
Guys, well, Chris, you just talked about Denny Avdia. So right now what I'm going to do is thank you and Christy for a great call tonight and let you go until Saturday. We're taking on another matchup here in D.C. That's against the Pacers. Right now, I want to go down to Megan McPeak, who's hanging out with Turbo.
Thanks, Wes. Denny, following the game, I asked KP about your relationship, and I know I've talked to you about it one-on-one, and I've talked to KP about it, but for fans that don't really know the relationship the two of you have had this season, just talk about what he's meant to you, especially with his veteran leadership and his mentorship he's given you.
First of all, to start it off, like, he's a great dude. You know, every situation that I struggled this year, he's been there for me. He sits next to me in the locker. He sits next to me in the bus, you know, so we're just like talking about stuff or situations we struggle, and you know, I got some stuff to say, even though I'm younger than him. You know, he asked me for advice sometimes too, and we came from a similar background, so you know, we just know each other. We know what we've been through and like how to overcome obstacles, and I feel like we have a really good chemistry on and off the court.
Since the trade, when I spoke with Tommy about the trade, he mentioned, and he has continued to say, that trade, one of the reasons they made it was to get you more minutes, to get you more playing time, to be able to watch you grow and flourish as a player. And instantly when that trade happened, you began just to flourish both on and off the floor and on both ends of the floor, because you've been known as a defender, but your offense has come along little by little. What is it since that trade has happened? And I know it's tough because Rui was a friend and a teammate, to see him go, and now you've been able to take advantage of the minutes that are available.
So first of all, I just stayed humble, no matter what was my situation. Even if I played 10 minutes in the beginning of the season and I struggled offensively, I always put in the work. I always was positive. I always cheered up my teammates, and I knew eventually, like, my time, you know, will come. And I still feel like I have a lot of things to improve until I become a complete player. And I started off defensively, you know. It's something that it doesn't have to be like great amount of talent, and I don't need to have the ball to play good defense and rebound and help my team in different ways. So that was my bread and butter, and I was just keeping building from there, and it just connected. I was just being more aggressive. You know, Turbo was born, and you know, just playing more confident. And I feel like even now, like, when I see my games and film, like, I can do so many things better, and I'm excited to improve it. And like, my teammates are a great source of why I'm, you know, keeping performing. And about Rui leaving, you know, everybody got his own path, and I feel like if Rui had to leave and he felt like he needed a new opportunity, and I'm happy for him. I want him to succeed, and hopefully he will.
When you look at this team, obviously coming into this one, 3-game losing streak, and KP after the last game said that we got hit in the mouth first. Mm-hmm. And you guys come out tonight and you punch first, and you, KP, really just had it going offensively. But just talk about the mindset as a team that you guys had coming into this one to be able to get the job done tonight.
I mean, those are ups and downs in the season. I think we had that great winning streak that got us going, and our team chemistry boosted a little bit. And, you know, we lost those 2 games that we led by 20. And, I mean, that was a bummer, but we learned from that. And then the Cavs they punched out first. So they're a great team, and we weren't ready. You know, we have some bodies down too. So we're just staying positive, you know. It's like we got like so many games in the season, just being focused, getting ready to the game, and playing together. This is what it's all about.
Jason has a question from you in studio.
Yep.
Okay.
Jason.
Denny, stay with me now.
Yeah.
You've had a great progression. You had a great game tonight. I don't even want to talk about that. I want to know one thing.
Yeah.
Where did Turbo come from? Where did that nickname come from? Just tell me.
They didn't, like, I told the guys that I'm the fastest in the team, and they all laughed. They didn't.
I love it. You got that confidence. You're getting out in transition. You're making layups. I love the nickname Turbo because you embrace it. You go out there with energy every single night. Keep it up, brother. I love to see what you're doing out there.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
I love it. Everybody getting involved. Shout out to Turbo doing his thing tonight. Denny, thank you so much as always as well. Megan, thank you very much. Jason, you talk about him. He said he's the fastest one on the team.
Hey, I give it to him because he's getting out in transition. He's booking it. He was at 3 points. Turbo
my
is
favorite
in town.
Denny, my favorite thing is the fact that you're dunking on people. So shout out to Denny and Megan. But right now, let's get the head coach Wes Hall Jr. at the post-game podium.